Hey, True Believers, Englentine here with another Top 10 Comics Sold to Readers. Yes, Comicron tells you what the comic book shops ordered. This tells you what people are leaving those comic shops with. Now, after we count down the hard copies, we're going to go on over to Comixology, the world's largest digital comic book shop, and find out who wins the week. Is it Marvel? Is it DC? Or will finally the independents pull out a win? I don't know. We'll find out. These are the comic shops who are participating, so remember, if you're in their area, stop by, say hi, maybe buy something, and don't forget to support your own local comic book shop. Now, this is from Bleeding Cool, so take it with a grain of salt if you need to. And with all of that, let's get this party started. At number 10, we have Uncanny X-Men, number 19. Coming in at number 9 is The Green Lantern, number 8. Coming in at number 8 is Black Cat, number 1. Finding its way to number 7 is The Incredible Hulk Last Call, number 1. In the number 6 spot is Savage Avengers, number 2. Coming in at number 5, Justice League, number 25. In the number 4 slot, we have War of Realms, number 5. Coming in at number 3 is The Walking Dead, 192. And in the runner-up spot at number 2 is Batman, number 72. And topping off the countdown at number 1 is DCeased, number 2. So, by numbers, we have a Marvel win. It's 5-4, Marvel to DC. We have one Image comic at number 3, but if you look at it again, you've got 3 DC in the top 5 and only 1 Marvel in the top 5. So, by position, you got to give it to DC, but by numbers, it definitely goes to Marvel. Well, that's my comment on the countdown. Let's go on over to see what the comic book shops have to say about this week's countdown, and then we're going to go over to Comixology to see who wins the week. Is it Marvel or is it DC? Or like I said, it's not going to be an independent. Walking Dead 192 would be higher on the list, though we did not order enough to meet demand. Did get a reorder in before it was sold out with Diamond at least. DCeased takes the lead for us. Black Cat bombed badly for us. It did not even make our top 10. Is the variant cover craziness leveling off? Shazam sales are increasing thanks to his recent movie. Avengers Endgame bump? Zip. Marvel was slaughtered this week. War of Realms is the only thing they had going for them this week. Wow, it's kind of cute that anybody thinks that movies really affect comic book sales anymore. I mean, judging by the list anyway that I've been doing here, it really doesn't seem like they do, but if people are picking up Shazam because they like the character for the movie, yay. I think that's kind of cool. It's sad to see that Avengers hasn't had that same effect, but then again, Marvel isn't doing Avengers right these days. Not in my opinion, anyway. This week was a horse race once again, with DC taking 5 of the top 10 spots in our store, Marvel taking 4, and Image taking 1 with Walking Dead 192. Batman, which has been surpassed by Immortal Hulk for the past few months, was surpassed this week by Incredible Hulk Last Call, underscoring how disinterested readers are in the tedious storyline stretching out through Batman right now. DCeased remains DC's biggest title for a second month. Readers enjoyed the first issue and came back in force to see what happens next. Well, Batman readers won't have to worry too much longer. Tom King will be off the book, yet his story will continue and it'll still be canonical. So really, I think DC is just worried about their flagship title tanking. Pretty good week at FFF with a few big books coming out from the big two. DCeased has been a customer favorite with 3 beautiful covers catching lots of eyes. Batman is always in the top 5. This time he's in the top 10 twice, with the 3rd TMNT crossover hitting number 7. Speaking of beautiful covers, Black Cat debuted with several great covers, of which most have sold pretty well. We'll see if the subsequent issues can hold on to at least a few of these sales. Savage Avengers is selling well in its 2nd issue. I'm a little shocked at how well we've been selling the Conan spin-off titles. I would have thought Marvel would have flooded the market with the 4 Conan titles they're putting out, but we've actually collected a few new subs looking for all of the Cimarron titles. Doomsday Clock managed to squeak into the top 10 at number 9 on its 2nd week. For a book with as many delays as it's had, it still sells extremely well. Oh, also The Walking Dead came out this week and we sold a lot of copies. It was actually a little slow at first, but once word started to trickle out, we started getting more and more and more people coming in looking for the big issue. It's one of those books that will have a lot of buzz for a long time to come. Now, if only the show could figure out what it wanted to do with itself. Yeah, by the time I got to my comic book shop, they were pretty much out of the variant. I bought the last variant cover for the blank cover for Walking Dead 192, and a lot of people were talking about it. I mean, come on, you kill that character, and oh boy. And I was a little bit miffed. When I read it, I was actually, no, they couldn't have really done that. Nope. I was trying to find out where I got the story wrong. It took me a while to really accept Rick's death. DCeased #2 managed to beat out Batman for the top spot in sales here this week, but numbers were high across the board, and I'm going to attribute it to a surge in foot traffic brought on by Walking Dead 192. For the first time in a long time, the title seemed to be generating palpable excitement, though I doubt that'll actually translate to ongoing readers given the events of that issue. Otherwise, Black Cat enjoyed a strong start, especially where the variants were concerned, and our own Sailfish exclusive J. Scott Campbell variant really helped generate some added hype. He has a point. A lot of people will show up for the death of Rick Grimes, but will they want to read The Walking Dead without Rick Grimes? That's what the TV show's going through right now. I like the TV show better without him because it's forced him to become a little more creative, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how the comic book crew deal with his death as well. I like the change. It shocked me. I expected it to happen at some point in time. I talked to the owner of the comic book shop I go to, Phil Boyle, and he said, yeah, they told us that when we went in for a meeting. It was a meeting actually set up because of that article that he had written at the beginning of the year. Anyway, on with the comments. This week is a bit of a refreshing shakeup from what we usually see. War of the Realms and Batman, the top 2 spots, is hardly surprising, but just under that we've got the first issue of Black Cat. After that, a venerable title leaps into the top half of the list. Walking Dead is selling a lot this week for reasons, spoilery reasons, which I've already spoiled here. By now, everybody's heard about it. After that, we've got a couple more expected heavy hitters with Guardians of the Galaxy Annual, as well as DCeased. Following that, we ordered much higher than we usually do on True Believers installments, assuming most folks would be happy to pick up Amazing Spider-Man #1 for only $1. And we were correct. Yeah, I've talked to quite a few people who enjoy those True Believers. And he's right. It's a way for you to own key issues cheap. Why not? Why not keep them printed so people have a chance to read them in the way that they're supposed to? You ever read an Action Comics #1? I like it when they completely print the whole thing and you can actually read every story. And it's like reading or knowing about the band that followed the Beatles on Ed Sullivan. Like, who are the Cowboys and you got a Mandrake the Magician story in there. Anyway, that's enough of that. Those are all the comments, so now we're going to go on over to Comixology and see who wins the digital week. Marvel, DC, and we know it's not going to be an independent, so let's see. Marvel, DC, let's go. Starting the countdown at number 10, we have Savage Avengers, #2. Coming in at number 9 is Shazam, number 6. In the number 8 spot is Green Lantern, number 8. At number 7, we have Young Justice, number 6. At number 6 is Uncanny X-Men, number 19. Coming in at number 5 is DCeased, number 2. At number 4, we have War of Realms, number 5. In the number 3 spot is Justice League, number 25. And in the runner-up spot at number 2 is Batman, number 72. And topping the charts at number 1, The Death of Rick Grimes, Walking Dead, number 192. There you go, guys, the top 10. Maybe I should put a spoiler alert on this for Walking Dead number 192 for the 2 people who didn't know what was going on there. Oh, wow. Yeah. Anywho, where are we standing right here? I guess I should do the countdown. I just realized I really have messed that one up, didn't I? Alrighty, so we have 1, 2, 3. Really, only 3 Marvel in the top 10? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, holy crap. And for DC, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, of course, 1 independent being Walking Dead number 92. That is pretty good. It's you got a little lead off there, which DC, of course, needs, because we always know Marvel owns the back end when it comes to the 11 through 20. So let's check it out and see if DC can hold their lead. At number 11 is Paper Girls number 29. So it's DC 6, Marvel 3, and Image 2. At number 12, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Annual number 1. It's DC 6, Marvel 4. Coming in at number 13 is Tony Stark Iron Man number 12. It's DC 6, Marvel 5. At number 14, we have Captain Marvel number 6. It's now all tied up, 6-6. At number 15 is Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 5. It's 6, and 3. At number 16, Marvel takes the lead with Star Wars Age of Rebellion Luke Skywalker number 1. It's now 7, 6, and 3. At number 17, we have Adventures of the Super Sons number 11. It's now 7, and 3. Coming in at number 18 is Age of X-Men Prisoner X number 4. It's now 8, 7, 3. And at number 19, we have War of Realms New Agents of Atlas number 3. It's now 9, 7, 3. Marvel wins it. Coming in at number 20 is The Incredible Hulk Last Call number 1. Marvel wins 10, 7, 3. Surprisingly enough, independents made a bigger show of it than they usually do. I kind of dig that. It's okay. Not a big fan of DC losing, but hey, you win some, you lose some. DC won last week with less titles. You never know. It's just Marvel's week this week. Anyway, that's the countdown. What'd you guys think? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? What do you think is in the countdown that people should, or like, why are you buying that? And what do you think people should be buying that came out this week? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget, if you do like the video, first, click like, share, subscribe. Really do share. I'd appreciate that. Don't forget to ring that bell, because that's what YouTube cares about when they actually do care about anything that the creators are doing, the YouTube content creators. Anywho, another thing you could do is click on one of the videos that are popping up and saying, hey, if you like that video, watch this. And I mean in my boxes here, not on the side where they're recommending you go watch kids play with toys. That's sick. I don't know why YouTube is doing that. Also, don't forget to go on over to Ko-Fi, to Patreon, or to the Amazon store. Links are in the description below. And help out the channel. At Amazon, you can buy something, get yourself something, and that also helps out our channel. As you know, the adpocalypse is going on, so YouTube's not as big a help these days. And I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that and gone over to those places to support the channel. And to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.